Okay, so look, I know a lot of people have probably already spoken about the new Ms. Monopoly progressive game from the progressive company. Well, let's go with they're gonna call them a progressive company for probably the rest of this video for you guys. So I just want to point out, by the way, that this is not about the game Ms. Monopoly itself, although it really does cover that topic. This is more about an article that I found on Kotaku, which was basically about this new game by Hasbro. And I'm just going to give you, if you haven't heard anything about the Ms. Monopoly game, it is a game that gives ladies the advantage in order to celebrate women, right? It's meant to probably, I'm going to guess, okay, that it is obviously meant to point out what I'm going to suspect is the wage gap, which is what they're trying to talk about, I'm assuming, in this game. And just for those who are very well aware, I am never going to touch the topic of the wage gap ever. Basically because no matter how much one reasons as to whether or not it exists, someone else will always find reasons to go against that, based probably on feelings, I'm not sure. So I'm not going to discuss that topic today. For you guys, if you want, I'm sure that you can find a plethora of videos right here on YouTube, in fact, that discuss the wage gap from both sides of the coin. And just so we're all aware, I always recommend, if you're going to watch something from a, let's say, right-leaning perspective, then definitely watch something on the left-leaning perspective and something that is a more centrist perspective. Whether or not you can find these things, I am not sure. But my idea is always to understand, if you're going to try and understand or argue something, you need to understand what the opposition thinks, and you need to understand what you're going to argue against. But let's get back into the topic here, which is that Hasbro has released a game, or they're releasing a game called Ms. Monopoly. And the Kotaku writer Leah Williams hates the idea of this game. And that's seriously, let's look at the damn title of the article. I just think this is really, I can't even talk. That's how pathetic this is. Stupid. Anyways, the title goes, "I want to shoot Miss Monopoly into the sun." Welcome to how we should apparently all react to this new board game for a feminist or a male who doesn't like, a male feminist, whatever. It's Monopoly, okay? And Leah already hates this game. It's Monopoly. And that's where the assault should stop on this game. But the first line already destroys the whole article for me. If you're reading this, or you go to Kotaku, when you read that very first line, obviously it's one of those clickbaity lines that you want to see. But really, why are we doing this, Leah? Please explain that to me. Let's get into the article here, and I'm gonna bleep out any of the swearing and cursory words that are in there. So if you do see me pause for a second, that's what it is. Let's get into the article. It says, look at her eating grin. She's a big fat cheater and she's loving it. In the latest performative wokeness stunt from a big corporate brand, Hasbro has unveiled its latest Monopoly edition, Ms. Monopoly. Its goal to celebrate women trailblazers. Great. Women deserve to be celebrated just as much as men. If the recent Forbes listing, only one woman on their list of 100 innovators snafu is anything to go by. I don't know. Please explain why that's a snafu if Forbes believes that there's only one woman to be whatever. Women need more recognition. After all, women invented the world's first computer program, windscreen wipers, Kevlar, the dishwasher. Heck, they invented half of maths. And again, from the beginning of the article, we've already got a mass amount of hatred towards the game, and from here it goes on to talk about other things that women have done. That's great, okay? I love women. I'm not going to deny that. So that's fine. We can talk about the things that women have done, but I'm going to read the entire, I'm not going to read, the entire article for you guys. However, I have an issue with the very first part of this article, which just gets rubbed in even further the more we get into it. So she ends this section basically by asking a simple question, yet stupid. A simple yet stupid question, okay? How does Hasbro celebrate these world-changing trailblazers? Let's put a side note there, by the way, just for a very quick second. These world-changing trailblazers wouldn't have changed the world for anyone who's paying attention, and you can quickly research this, by the way, without someone else of the opposite gender initiating their own thoughts and the process regarding these things. There's two women that I will say this right now. So of that list that you read above, or if you go to the article itself, and I'm not going to, again, link the article, but you can find the title if you want to Google search it. There are two women on that list of stuff that she said, two women that deserve full credit, and I will give them the full credit that they deserve right now, okay? And those women are Stephanie Kwolek for inventing Kevlar, which is freaking awesome. awesome, to be fair with you. And Lise Meitner, now I'm not sure if I've said that correctly or not, but she discovered nuclear fission, which is pretty damn intelligent and crazy and smart, and that's awesome. And those women, right, Stephanie Kolek and Lise Meitner, they deserve credit, and that's why I'm giving them that credit right now. While the others that she credits with these discoveries, if you do, and I recommend it, if you think that I'm wrong, do just a little bit of research, you can see that they're not the first person with these thoughts of ideas. They just did it better, which is possible, and it's fine. I'm not sexist. I'm saying that women can definitely improve things, but you cannot credit someone with inventing something if they got the idea for that something from someone else who already had that idea, and they just did that idea better. Do you see how that's not them inventing something new? They perfected things. Great. I'm very happy with that. Anyways. By the way, just so we're all aware, I am saying that women can definitely be awesome and they can definitely do things the same way that men can do. The two women I mentioned earlier, definitely awesome and can do things. So please don't misquote history in order to fit your agenda. And that's disgusting. And I know that if you look at any pages, you can Wikipedia it, and it'll say that they're often credited with these inventions or these discoveries, right? But if you do a little bit of research, they may be credited with it, but that doesn't mean that they definitely did it, okay? Just so we're all aware. Let's get back to the article. Let's not get back to the article. That doesn't mean that they definitely did it by themselves. You can credit someone with something, but they did something with someone else, then that's multiple people doing something, okay? Just so we're aware. Let's get back to the article now. How does Hasbro celebrate these world-changing trailblazers? By telling them they can't win at Monopoly without cheating. No, that's not what this says at all. But anyways, in Miss Monopoly, out this November, women receive 20% more Monopoly dollars when they pass Go than men. A fun spin in the game that creates a world where women have an advantage. That's according to the official press release, which, to be honest, is the most patronizing bull garbage I've seen in a long time. And here is honestly the most annoying part, right? If it's a rule in the game, just so we're all clear, and I don't think that Leah understands this, if it's a rule in the game, it's not cheating, okay? Yes, this definitely helps women, helps to allow them to have the advantage, but that's not cheating because it's a rule. You understand how this works, Leah? This is an issue that she seems to have, right? Cheating would be giving women 20% extra cash even though they have no stipulations or reasons to get that extra 20%. Now, I'm not going to lie, I hate the idea of giving this because it doesn't further any cause of equality, okay? In fact, it actually hinders any idea that people be treated equally by giving women a leg up. However, I will say this, okay? I suppose it's to highlight some massive discrepancy in wages that women have been getting for time and time again, supposedly. And like I said, I'm not touching the wage gap. If you want to look at the possibilities or the facts or the reasons behind it, Google, search, YouTube, whatever you want to do, you can find out what you want, left and right side leaning. And I'll let you decide what you think for yourself. I'm not going to tell you what to think, okay? But then we go further into the fact that this whole article basically is written by some bitter feminist who basically has finally gotten something that is supposed to tip the scales in the favor of the female, right? And yet she's still not happy. Don't get me wrong, right? Women can win ordinary Monopoly, by the way, just so we're aware. Women have the same chance in the regular Monopoly game of winning as men do. It's basically luck, skill, and strategy. And that's not even a joke. That's how it works. If you're lucky enough to land on a certain square first, or have the cash, or whatever, have the best rolls, that's what it is, okay? And if you're one of the people who I play Monopoly with, dominance and destruction of everyone else is how you choose to win. But that's all. This is all to say basically that it doesn't matter whether or not you're a man or a woman, you already have an equal chance of winning in Monopoly, okay, the original Monopoly. The difference here comes into play when Ms. Monopoly gives the female player a 20% advantage in the whole game. And look, I feel like this is slightly offensive as a game in any way, shape, or form. Okay, to me, it's basically Hasbro saying, here, ladies, we know you had issues winning at this game, and in society as well, just in case you're not sure about how that works. So we're going to throw you a bone and give you an extra 20% every time you pass Go. That should make up for all the issues that you've faced, and it should definitely teach men how tough it's been for you guys. While in the long run, you know, that's definitely something that we're trying to teach. That's Hasbro basically saying. saying that, right? And like I said, I'm not getting into this philosophy of the wage gap. I'm going to just repeat that severely because I'm not going to talk about it. So if you want to learn about it, do me a favor, look at it from both perspectives, and don't just watch one video, okay? Because a lot of people will go out there and just watch one video and think, well, I know everything about the wage gap now. That's stupid. Don't do that. Watch like 2, maybe 3, okay? A left person, a right person, and a centrist, just to get the full story, okay? But to finish this article off, let's look at the final quote here from Leah, the greatest writer of all time of feminists. What's more, the whole gimmick cheapens what would have been a pretty cool set. As I said earlier, women deserve to be celebrated. I agree. But a board game that turns them into straight-up cheaters as a symbolic gesture? This is where, like, it's not cheating. Please explain how this is cheating. If it's a freaking rule, it is not cheating. I don't think she's ever played games and understands what cheats are, okay? My brain's gonna blow up here. This is ridiculous. Do I honestly need to say anything more? You can see the bitterness, in this writer as she looks into the game and calls women cheaters, just because of a rule that is literally part of the game, okay? Please inform me, how is this a logical aspect, a logical way to go? Following a rule written for this edition makes you a cheater. Now, I'm not saying that the rule is fair, okay? But it's not cheating if it's a rule. That's the line of logic that we're going to follow for this article. That you follow a rule, you're a cheater. Okay, it was my understanding when we played games, board games especially, and card games and all of that stuff, that you had to break the rules to be a cheater. But apparently that's not the way that Leah looks at life. If you're following the rules and you've got an advantage, then you're cheating. So men, for centuries, according to this idea of the wage gap, okay, this is, again, I'm not going to touch it, but according to people who believe in the wage gap, for centuries, you guys out there who have been getting an advantage, you've been cheating. Just so you're aware, you're all cheaters, okay? That's how it works. That's how she views you. You've been cheating the system for ages. Not because that's how the system works, according to people, again, who believe in the wage gap. Like I said, that's what it is. Do you hear how stupid this whole line of logic sounds? Really? Anyways. That's all from me, guys. If you enjoyed this video and you had a good time, and I know it's a bit longer than expected, than I expected for it to be, but if you enjoyed it, please click that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. You think I'm ranting or you think I'm an idiot? That's fine. Leave a comment down below. I'm always happy to hear what you guys think. And as always, guys, spread some peace when you leave your desktop, your computer, whatever you're on. When you get out there into the open world and you start interacting with people again, spread some peace, spread some love, and make sure you spread some positivity around, because we definitely need it in this day and age with thoughts and processes like this. But otherwise, as for me, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.